Alright guys, we're wrapping it up on the relationship/dating topic, and remember, nobody's safe.
Are we supposed to do that together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I know we didn't hear a choir.
Again.
Always want something. I'm gonna teach the person how to do certain things. Nah, G. Some things can't be taught.
Yes, they
Some things can't be taught.
Yes,
Then you can't teach a Toyota how to drive like a Ferrari. That don't make sense.
I don't like you guys' names.
Yeah.
You don't like our names?
Damn, just
Like, no, I was saying like how you say.
Abby,
like that.
Mark.
What up? What up? You're tuning into the podcast Nobody's Safe with your girl Felice,
Ebony.
Mark.
And Leash.
Today's topic, we are discussing relationship goals. Not really, but just individually we'll have our own opinions when it comes to relationships and dating. That's very broad, but we have some specific questions and we're going to break it down. Starting with the different stages of relationships. And that can be a male's point of view, Mark. And a female's point of view, obviously. So when
We have a special guest that's going to chime in too.
oh yeah, because we don't want to double team Mark.
I know, right?
3 against 1. So the first question, I would say that let me think. When do you feel like is the time to really get serious in a relationship? Like how long?
How long? I don't think there's a timeline. I think it's more of a, it's not a timeline.
It's always a timeline.
But you don't just jump into it and do it that fast. It's just a matter of getting to know the person. You know, if you have great vibes, it'll just, and if the vibes are kind of moderate, then it'll slowly like kind of carry on. But either way, I would just say to just kind of go based off of, I don't know, like how you feel about the next person. I mean, there's no rule book that says, open the book. What time do we make it?
There is a rule book. It's called the Bible.
Well, yes, exactly. But the Bible don't even say 1 year, Alicia.
It actually says
You go at your own pace, but don't rush. Ultimately.
Let's see what the male has to say.
I agree with Ebony to some extent. There is no time frame when you can say, yeah, I'm really feeling this person or I'm not. You just get to know, well, actually, if you don't feel them at all, that's out the gate. You're just going to be like, nah, we good, and keep it pushing. But as far as you get to know this person, you're like, okay, I'm vibing. A couple months later, okay, we real cool. And I feel like it's emotionally based. Obviously, you're working towards an end goal for most people. Some people don't have a plan in mind, but I think it's based on emotion. So that's really all it's going to be.
Alicia sounded like she had a different opinion, especially mentioning the Bible. I don't think we should really talk about. Go ahead.
That was payback. Okay. So as far as the timeline goes, I was kidding about the Bible, guys. Like,
Oh.
the Bible doesn't have a timeline. Well, the Bible doesn't have a timeline. Commit.
Here we go. What verse? What scripture is this, Alicia?
Go ahead. You really want me to answer the timeline?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. As far as the timeline goes, I feel like there's a saying, all right, and it says you gotta wait for the other person to put their foot down. Most people don't put their foot down until you like 6 months, a year into something. So you should definitely hold off your little heart from feeling anything until that time frame. Because what people do is they be putting on the front a lot of times. Like dudes, their whole thing is to chase women, right?
Oh,
okay.
No, y'all are programmed to chase women.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is,
Right.
if you're a weak dude, you're gonna tailor yourself to what the woman is saying. You're gonna ask her what she wants, what she likes, what she does, and then you're gonna tailor yourself. I said if you're a weak man. I said
true.
Are you a weak man, Mark?
Right. Like I was saying, so that you can be the picture perfect person, because the whole idea is for me to smash, because that's my goal, because I'm a dude. Not saying that y'all can't like think beyond that, but I'm just saying y'all already know. Y'all know how y'all think. Don't sit up there and lie. You know how you think. Okay, boom. For a woman, If you're a weak woman, same thing. You're gonna be like, oh, what do you like? Oh, I like that too. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I do that. Like, you're gonna tell yourself for the man, because the end goal is
I just want to date.
Well, you know, I'm like
can't even
a
say it.
fantasy type person. You know, I've seen this movie and it
Oh,
kind of
right,
like
movie.
inspired me to like, okay, I should go by the relationship that way. So maybe, what's that 90-day rule, right?
oh, no, man. We don't judge you.
No. For real, in real life, like, I think kind of like what Mark and Emily said, like, I guess it just depends on the emotions and the feelings of that person. Damn, that means that fall kind of hard.
But I feel like the wise person, like, as we get older, we gotta be wiser, because if we pace things out to see how it's going, and let's say it's going great for 30 days, now you're 30 days in, you don't really know this person. You don't open yourself up mentally, physically, spiritually, sexually, and then you got a baby, and you just, you know, you might be left alone with that baby. Who knows? Not speaking from experience here at all. I'm just saying things. But what I'm saying is that you got to take time to know someone. So I feel like a 6-month mark to a year mark, it gives you a little bit of time, because someone, they gonna switch up within that 6 months of that year. Like 30 days, I can fake it for 30 days, but 6 months?
You can't fake
Wait a
every
minute.
day.
So you said, get to know somebody for 6 months before, commitment.
Before you smash two.
Damn. I'm going to live so I can see.
Okay, so this is why some people have people, if you don't agree with not smashing for 6 months, if you can't control yourself, some people keep someone on the back line sometimes for a while. The time they going through this 6 months with someone, they got someone on the side. But I don't encourage that. Wait, what's going on?
I'm trying to see if they got questions on the live that we can.
Oh,
Okay, you're smart. Well, to be honest, I just feel like I feel like it just depends on how much time you're spending with that person. Because, I mean, the days can go by so fast. And
Don't do it.
okay.
This is her.
Well,
Let's
I don't
get
know.
our
For real,
opinion on
but
that.
for real, like, how long literally do you even know that? Okay, let's get to that. Like, how long do you really know that that person is not for you? It doesn't really take that long for you to realize,
But-
that person's not for me.
But that's what I'm saying. Someone can fake it.
Right, but-
All right. Well, they ain't faking it too well, because I'm like, But yeah. So about the whole relationship thing, I just felt like that it's just depending on the amount of time that you spend with that person. For me, and then at the same time, it's like for me, because I can't speak for everybody, doesn't really take you that long to really realize, is this person going to be for you or not? I mean, usually people will prolong that situation just because of sex. I mean, like, but what are the reasons that you keep that person around? Because you already know they're not for you. For me, yes, sorry, you look just okay. So we're gonna have a special guest because we clearly double teaming Mark. So and we're back with our special guest. So we're not double teaming on Marky here. And I think where we paused at was about like how long, how serious do you think it would take for you to actually get to that point of actually being like committing to someone? Thanks. Helped. I kind of paused. Kind of got stuck. Because that's usually what happens when you try to be serious with somebody. You get stuck. Welcome, Sean. Big Sean.
Big Sean.
Big Sean.
Big Sean.
He had the big answers.
I appreciate you for having me on the show. Us as men, and you know, I can only really speak for myself, but you know, as he and I basically think alike. I don't think that there is really an agreed upon like time limit. As far as when it comes to something like that, I think that it's emotional based. You should be able to, you and whoever it is that you're trying to pursue actively should be comfortable enough and comes to like some sort of emotion. You should have some sort of emotion that knows like, hey, like this is what I want to do and this is what I don't want to do.
Okay, you sound like somebody's really interviewing you, so are you serious? Now I'm gonna get a little personal.
Oh, you can get
When does it? Oh yeah, okay. So when does it get to the point where you guys really decide that you're gonna leave the girl alone? Cause y'all know how to prolong. No, look. Y'all know how to prolong. Look at you, having your hands down. You got some money. We ain't gonna talk about that. Cause y'all know when you do. Oh, I see her to or whatever, but y'all continue the situation. You prolong the situation, even though, like I said, it really doesn't take that long for, I'm sure all of us could agree, to end a situation, but you keep it going. What's that about?
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. So for me, I'm not the type. If we not
You
flowing,
let the dick control you?
I'm no.
Hey,
If the vibe ain't right, first of all, we ain't even getting to that point. The vibe got to be right, cause that's like I said. Instance number one, that $200 date. It wasn't worth nothing. It wasn't worth my $200 I spent. That was not. That wasn't it. But like I said, it's a vibe. So for me at least, I know it's a vibe. Like if we together or we're having fun together, then we move to that next step. You challenge me mentally, stuff like that. My interest is peaked at that point.
That's true.
But at the same time, if not, then I'm gonna let you go, because if our conversations are dried and bred, I'm not gonna continue to talk to you because you're not entertaining me mentally, physically.
Wait.
Okay, so if it ain't you guys, let's talk about the guys that do prolong situations. Why do your buddies do it?
Well, I
Yeah,
can't
because if you hang, maybe you may not.
Who you hang out with?
Because it ain't them, right? Why do your buddies do
You
it?
may not be ready now, but you might be ready later on. You know what I'm
And it's
saying?
also
Like,
it's like
Wait a minute, I don't get it, because I said if you
selfish.
clearly, it doesn't
love is
take you that long to realize
Love
that
is
that
No,
was
it's
not
not.
for you.
Love is selfish.
So
Love
why
is
on that.
selfish,
Love
but
is
talking
selfish.
should not be, okay?
I mean, okay, think about it as
is
right.
selfish.
Think about this.
Let Marky talk.
But let's think about this as a whole, right? Men, as you all described, are hunters. We go after women. Now,
Straight up.
as a hunter,
Primitive.
it's going to be thinking like, I'm just going to let the one that I just, per se, women, you're not trophies or anything like that, but per se, I just won this. This is my trophy. I'm not going to let somebody else just walk up and take it. So
You might.
I'm just
Actually,
I'm just gonna hold on to this until and that's the perspective of other men. That's not my perspective, because like I said, I'm not that type of person. If we not vibing and I don't see something that's a potential in you, we not going no further than we started at.
Okay.
That's all it is. But for a man,
If there's
there's a trophy to
if
be
there's
won.
no
and that's-
if we don't see any potential within you or anything that that would basically pique our interest, like he was saying, I'm not gonna stand there. I'm not gonna proceed. I'm not gonna chase after you. You have nothing to offer me. You have nothing to bring to the table. You have nothing to bring to my table. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, can I define you?
No
you,
green.
you two men right here. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's
Alright.
define you. You guys, where are you at in your mindset in life right now? Okay, you are a married man.
Yay!
And you are
Single as hell.
okay, but are you looking for something like an actual relationship?
At this stage of my life, actually, yeah, I could say that.
Okay, pause.
But let's say,
So it's a different response, because they are okay. You in a committed relationship, you looking for something like that. You gotta ask somebody who's looking
here's a question.
playing around.
What if you just got in a relationship, right?
Then I'm
Single
gonna be a
man.
hoe.
Hey, first of all, you
Let's
have to be
say-
Jim's secret.
That's fact. That's a gem 101.
Exit left.
That's a gem 101.
Well, let's give you
everything.
But let's say,
I'm not lying, I'm
no, but let's say you're in a relationship, you just got in a relationship, right? And you're single, right?
Straight up.
And then a girl comes along and you really click with this girl. You like, dang, this is like my soulmate. Like, I think I could really be with her. Boom. Are you gonna be like, well, I just got a relationship, so I'm just gonna play around with her? Or are you going to be like, oh, well, despite the fact that I just met her, I'm not gonna play the whole single on the prowl because I already like this girl.
See, and I think I might.
Do you let time get the best of you, or do you still?
See, it's a Gemini thing, I think, from this standpoint. Because if you go into our next relationship is just like our last. We're never going to change our strategy of how we look for our next soulmate. It's going to be the same thing. It's the same thing. It's like I'm not going to change how I look for the previous person because there was a connection there.
Why are you bringing science into this?
I'm just saying that's how I look at it. Because every person I know to the left of me does the same thing. I'm just saying.
These are all Geminis.
Well, we're all air signs except for Felice. So.
But that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, as from a man's perspective or my perspective, I'm gonna go into the.
That's earth or fire?
Earth. They Earth.
something.
Mother Nature. They're like, sit down.
That's
what are you
why she a
doing?
vegan.
They're like the boss every time.
But yeah, from a man's perspective, it's like, from my perspective, I don't go into my next relationship, I'm gonna play around or I'm gonna do this. No, I'm gonna go into my next relationship like I entered my first. It's gonna be the same thing. If we intrigue and we hit it off, then yeah, we're gonna be in a relationship. If I don't feel you like that,
examples.
I'm just not
get
gonna
y'all
do it.
Okay, so, okay, the reason why I asked that question is because I noticed that men, they always, oh, I'm not ready.
Hold on.
And they know they like the girl because it's
No, it's not. See, I can't answer that.
They know they like
I've had a male best friend for over 20-something years, so I know how to think like a man. So, it's never that they're not ready. It's that you ain't it.
You ain't it,
It's not it.
That's from a man's perspective. You ain't it. You ain't it.
It's not it.
You just like there's certain things we like about you,
Right.
but you ain't
But
the
you
thing
ain't
that
right.
we want to be in a relationship with.
Smash.
It's just like with a woman. You gonna put somebody in a friend zone for the longest, and then you just gonna be like,
It's
yeah,
exactly
you
the
cool.
same. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, you just be like, yeah, you cool, but I'm never gonna be in a relationship
Yeah,
with
because
you.
I got some male friends.
That's why the light didn't look
Get
off.
it.
Yeah,
I ain't go get it. Sorry, sir.
yeah.
This is turned. That's why it's not facing us. Like it's turned. It's not, and that's annoying me too. So now
Oh, you talking about the light or?
this stuff.
Man.
You sit down somewhere.
But wait, it's the light. It was the light.
Okay.
So let me.
Picking up the Jones. Though?
Yeah.
About
This
to say
is
you
some.
guys
I
missed
think
one.
this is
All right,
someone's hair. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, it ain't mine. Is it burn?
I can't.
Let me just.
Send help.
So that is better. That is straight on. And don't you feel the heat now?
Nah.
Nah.
Hey Alexa, set the AC to 72, please.
Hey, like to send the AC to it's black people in here.
Preset.
That should be a preset.
Facts.
Sorry.
Not home.
Okay. All right.
Okay, any other examples or?
Examples of what? Oh,
Okay, because clearly they're the ready types, or I'm already settled type,
I'm
right?
cool.
Or I'm already in there type.
Yeah.
So maybe like examples will help me understand.
Well, now let's switch it up because
Okay, oh,
we want to see where y'all perspective at.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
So what?
For me,
Okay, well, you
I have
ask
a
the
question.
questions now.
I have
Okay.
a question, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you guys say you know that, and this is a question that I know I've seen a lot of dudes. Because I had a phase that I was one of the worst dudes to deal with. Because I'm just, my ways is my ways. You're gonna get me how I am.
hello if you're just joining.
I'm just that's it. But you guys know a guy that will do the world for you, and then but you just but you just don't choose that guy.
Y'all,
Don't do that guy.
wrong dude.
He will pay the bills. He'll buy you everything you want, love you down, all of the things y'all claim to want.
That's a lie. No.
Claim to want. Y'all claim y'all want that.
I do.
And then Joe right down the street.
Okay, okay, Mark. So
Y'all
what's the
claim y'all
answer
know what y'all
for?
looking for, but
What's the
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
All right, well, hold on. Well, Marky don't know. Sean, what's the answer for it?
Why y'all do that?
What answers do you get? Or what he just said?
Bro, you don't know either. We want to figure it out together. Why
I mean, like that's no, because he has a legitimate point. All right, so in a completely hypothetical situation, all right, so
it's real.
Hypothetical, aka this happened to me yesterday.
all right, so it's a girl that I'm talking to, right?
Oh.
Right, so
Oh, so then we're clear. We all know that he's talking to somebody.
hypothetically,
Oh, you know, it's so funny because
with me.
when we asked him in the beginning, he said, I'm very single. Right. So, very single with you. Hypothetically, I talked to somebody.
Okay.
He's talking to somebody, right?
Okay.
You give off, as a man, you give off all of the positive vibes, and you give her everything that basically a woman would want, right?
Yeah.
You're basically it's almost as if like you're tailored to her perfectly, right? And after doing and exhibiting all of these things, right?
Exhibiting.
You exhibit
A.
all of these things.
Exhibit A.
And then she's just sitting there, just kind of like, and we'll tell you, you basically are everything that I want, everything that I could need, but no. Does that make any?
Okay, I can
go first. Alicia, go first.
Okay, let me explain
Alicia,
that.
go
For
first.
one, that don't ever happen. But for two,
Shut it down.
in the rare case that cases that it does happen, I'll tell you why women will say no. Number one, she has been severely damaged, and so she is scared of a good thing.
Yep.
And possibly opening up, and then you turning out to be like the other person, which means she shouldn't even be trying to pursue anything or even giving you any kind of anything at this point, because she just gonna hurt you. She yeah. So that's number one. Number two, maybe she's just not attracted to you. Which some people are shallow like that. Me,
Agreed.
I'll take that. But number three, there was a third reason, but it's gonna be too spiritual for y'all. But pretty much, she prayed on it, and even though you are perfect, God said,
God pulled your coat.
Those are the reasons. But number one really be it, and mostly be females be getting hurt all the time because they open up way too soon to men.
Yeah.
And so then when the right one do come along with someone that could be good, they're just like, I'm scared because you seem like you dotting off all the T's, but he did it too. And I didn't heal all the way from that. And you're showing everything, but he did too. So how do I know? Like, what's different from you? What you gonna do?
Right.
And then you could go over and abound and do everything like that she need to see. But sometimes with the female, she ain't never gonna recover. There's some that will, and some that won't. But that's pretty much normally what it is.
Okay, so let's hear me and Ebony's side.
Yeah, let's hear this because it's gonna be interesting.
I just want to preface it that
I'm gonna laugh.
my
Ebony's
answer
laughing,
won't
so
I'm ready to get it out. Frank's being petty right now.
I'm just saying.
Oh wait, y'all talk about something sexual?
no, you taking turns.
Wait.
Girl, where you at?
Another episode. Somebody's ready for sex. Ebony's turn.
So, you know, I can only speak for myself. But, you know, a lot of the stuff that Alicia was saying was right. Like, especially the first one about, you know, just not understand. It's not that you don't understand. It's like you know, and your mind knows, and your heart knows, but it's just something holding you back. Maybe you're just afraid, like, you know, like those too good to be true situations. It also could be because maybe, you know, for some people, you know, they have father issues. Not me personally, but I'm saying like some girls. This isn't a thing for me, but most girls who grew up with father issues, they just easily attach to anything, and anything feels good, so they'll just kind of stick with it. But I'm sorry, not anything, but like the wrong thing.
Right.
They attach themselves to the wrong thing because they don't know any better. Well, they kind of know better, but it wasn't engraved in them as a child. And you know, when you're a kid, that's the most important time in your life. So they in an unhealthy way attach themselves to the wrong person instead of the right person. And then for me personally,
Take your time. Take your time.
please go.
I couldn't wait.
I'm about to say because she was about to preach on sermon and everything.
Wait.
But no, I just think that. Shut up. I just think. Sorry, I apologize. I think that the reason why it is that way is because some girls they're in the wrong time of their life to get the right type of guy. And when you're in the wrong time of your life and you're just in this mindset of whatever you got going on, it's hard to put the 20/20 visions on. To really see what's really going on.
Goggles with what's going on right now.
Not the year 2020, let's be clear. The real, right. But you just, you know, you don't have you're right person, wrong time.
Ain't no such thing.
Okay, so my end.
Not necessarily.
This is hers.
Not necessarily.
It's wrong.
Alicia.
Okay.
It's technically right, but it's hard to explain. It's just like
If you was truly convicted about what you just said, I'm not play devil's advocate. You know I'ma always oppose you. So I'm just making you a stronger debater.
Go ahead,
in the
Delisha.
process.
Look, we gonna have different opinions. So that's her female opinion.
True.
I just think that some girls just be in the wrong
That's why I
situation
agree on that at this age.
at the wrong time. They be still trying to like in their mind they think they want a relationship, but yeah, they still play games.
Simping hard, kid.
So hold on, can we back up for a second? Can someone define simp, please?
Oh, they just simping is just basically extra sympathetic for someone who doesn't deserve.
Basically.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Or you can simp for someone who is, but yeah.
And you know, girls can just be flat out stupid.
Yeah, it
So
could be that.
they just do stupid things and make dumb decisions. So yeah.
It be like that.
It would do be like that, especially when you.
Okay, so my opinion, my female perspective on that.
Well, too far.
Bring it on.
Listen.
Bring it on.
We need to have a podcast.
Listen.
People just go too far.
Yeah.
Listen, Sean.
It's that podcast. Nobody's safe. What are you talking about?
Not even us.
Listen, Big Sean, okay? My opinion on that, Jesus, got me thinking about people flashbacks.
Damn. PTSD.
That's one reason why.
Okay, so at my age, I'm kind of thinking that, no, it's just you, bro. That's just what it is. Like, it ain't you.
Everyone else had like such like a elaborate answer.
Right. It's just you.
Sorry, bro.
I had to really think about it and not go too deep. Because I just had to be straight blunt and just straightforward. Because, okay, just for example, like if there's a guy that was treating me like this, it's literally him or maybe somebody else or
In the picture, or
what that they're probably trying to get over still, or sometimes doing so much for a woman could be just too much for that woman at times, because it's like, for me, I'm thinking that I might want all this attention, and then when I get it, I'm like, you know.
So basically, women don't know what they want.
No, I can admit to that. I can admit to that. But sometimes things just need to be taken a little bit slow. So I guess it depends on how much you give into that woman. Is what you're saying, like how much are you giving like that attention
and pushover, being a pushover. That's another thing.
Okay, but hold on. See, y'all confuse good guys with a pushover, because a good guy, he can do all this, and that, and he still will beat that dude ass that come up trying to try you. Like,
I'm not saying that good guys. I'm not saying that all the good guys are pushovers. I'm just saying for the guys who do everything right, and a woman
and they can still stand up to you too.
It's a such thing as not all the time though. It is it's such
not all the time. Because listen, look. I've seen situations where a person can do everything they need to do, but the person just, I don't know, they don't have that edge to them. Like for me personally, I have to. Well, I mean, I'm not talking about.
We think about people of our own experience.
Right, exactly. I'm not speaking from an experience when I say that. Because I haven't I've never really came across men that are just like, I'll do anything you like. Like, I haven't had that experience before. But I've seen other people in friends and stuff have that. Yeah, like I've gone on dates where men have like came off that way, but they never got far past that one day.
Damn.
So,
you know, if y'all simping, learn your lesson.
All my men out there, don't simp.
I mean, so overall, Sean,
simping ain't easy.
what I said, like basically, like it's just either you or at that time that you probably like tried to pursue that woman, she could have been basically just not ready. You know what I'm saying? And then like smothering her a little too much could have probably had her backtrack a little bit. Like maybe this, you know.
I don't think it's ever a thing as too much attention.
I think one depends on your love language.
I mean, for some women, yeah.
So like,
it depends on how you display that.
Yeah,
right. Now, if you, here's the difference. If you texting me 10 times a day, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
Nobody wants.
That's annoying attention, and I will block you.
Yeah.
If you're saying good morning, hi, great, great, that's awesome. Midday, checking in to see how your day is.
You know, a
that's
conversation.
Nice. Let's have actual conversation. Like
real conversation.
That's the difference. If it's a real conversation, you're not gonna feel like it's too much attention. You'll be like, oh damn.
Well, I mean, he didn't go into details. I'm just saying like that could still.
And I was just defining like
that's devil's advocate. All right, so we also have those times where, say, a dude that some women are committed, he be just like chilling because you say you don't want too much attention in certain situations, right? And then he just be chilling. He's committed. He ain't do nothing. Now he became a cheater because he ain't.
No, you was actually cheating.
I ain't text you in an hour. What am I doing in an hour?
Hey, it's a lot you can do in an hour. It's a lot you can do right next to it. So let's not go there.
Right. Don't even go
I
there.
done lived it.
Listen,
I done lived it.
It's not
Let's
even
not go
10
there.
minutes. 15.
Let's
Maybe 20.
not.
Like,
Let's
it's
not.
Y'all wild.
No, y'all are wild.
That's
Do not give me something on that.
I be chilling.
What
Nah,
can you do in an hour?
you can-
What do you mean? What can you do in an hour? What can you do in 10 minutes?
Right.
First-
That's all it takes.
That's
First of
next
all,
level.
See that right there? I don't know who hurt y'all, but y'all be jumping into conclusions.
Right. I'm like, excuse me, like I just woke up, brushed my teeth, put my drawers on, and I'm already
Let's
cheating.
break a little bit. Let's stay on relationships and dating. Okay, so before your serious commitment and before
There's no commitment.
your marriage, or you don't have one. Okay, so let me think. The shortest time you ever like dated someone versus the longest.
I
time.
told you. I mean,
We gotta admit to that.
I mean, mine was that 2 week span. That was just like,
That's the shortest.
yeah, because it was just like, okay, let me get to know you. Sound like you have a strong head on your shoulders, but then after that, it was just like, okay, you weren't really that interesting. I mean, I knew everything I needed to know within those 2 weeks.
Ooh, but wait, did you not ask the right question?
I asked all the questions.
Did you make her carry the conversation? Because if you made me carry the conversation, I'm not giving out no more.
See, look, that's another thing, right?
No,
So
I know.
So this is the thing, right? So
How many times did y'all see each other within those 2 weeks?
It probably was like 2.
You talk on the
2
phone?
times. I mean, nah. So, okay, look.
Texting and talking, then.
There we go.
Look, so we was texting. Alright, so I'm not even gonna cap. We was texting. I mean, on my type of thing, I'm like, I'm not really a big, I'm gonna call you and we gonna be on this phone forever until we get to that point. Like, I'm just, yeah, we vibing. But I already knew, and I'm just giving her the chance to say, yo, okay,
Well,
yeah,
that texting thing is not really that good, though, man.
I mean, but
Texting
still,
stuff,
like,
yeah. I don't.
if you can't text me words, how you gonna talk to me? Like, we gonna
Sean.
I completely disagree. Very much so. Mark.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Some people just really not good at texting. Like straight. Some people forget to respond to the messages. Some people don't see.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
You read what's up, and it could be
I don't want to throw a personal experience out there.
It could be an attitude, anything.
throw your personal
experience out there.
I mean, so to be real, everyone always thinks about things personally because your perception of the world is yours. And how does it form? From your experiences with others.
Yeah.
So we're always going to have that in the back of our head. I'm always prejudiced against my situations and what I see and observe from my fellow sisters and brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
We know.
I don't want to get into that because I feel like I got enough advice on that stupid, long, unnecessary situation. And it was nothing but text. And I probably only seen that person twice.
Damn.
Oh, there ain't no way.
I've only seen her
That was
twice.
like for me.
But you see, y'all know how
That would never work for
Yeah.
me. Ever.
Look. Y'all know how I am. I put G down. I'm just saying, like, we put game down.
What is texting? Hey, what's up? What are you doing?
But I mean,
What are you doing?
even in the situations that we saw each other, I put game down. So you know, you put that image in her head like, yo, I want to talk to that person. Woo. But then your communication skills, it wasn't that she wasn't texting me. It just wasn't anything interesting that I wanted.
but
to know.
what was you saying? Like,
I mean, I'm saying everything.
How do you define?
so boom, let me give an example. There's a situation that I know recently, maybe not personally, because
She's speaking Spanish.
Right?
I ain't trying to my ass. But so I know of situations that have occurred with individuals where conversations will start off good. Maybe something recently, maybe like as recent as 2 weeks ago, you know, people was talking to people and stuff. And let's say this individual hit up this other individual. Male A, female A. Okay? Male A texts female A WID, which is what? Short
What she
for.
doing?
Okay, what's she doing?
I hate that.
So female A
That's right.
exactly.
You text
Female A
me
automatically
WID.
hates hates that. So female agent
I hate
says
that.
chilling.
See, I'm not even on that. What you doing text when when I'm trying to get you, there's no what you doing.
Examples with that because they're not the one, right? They're not the people.
We need some scrubs in the
You know what I'm trying to? I'm on that. Hey, beautiful. Saying that was it like genuine and what like coming off of things like that. Like, are you interested in the person? Well, yeah. I mean, like for men, I'm not gonna approach somebody. Well, in my case, because I see some people that I just look at. I'm like, why did you choose that person? But that's not my.
I have a question.
What's up?
Is there a such thing as carrying out a relationship? Let's say the person says they're not emotional. Oh, I'm not really emotional.
Yes.
No.
Is it possible? Is it possible do you think it's possible for the other person, the girl, to feel loved if the guy doesn't have emotion or doesn't really show emotion? Do you think something like that could ever work?
I mean, it's not the fact that I think the thing about it, and this is where some males get it misconstrued. You cannot be an emotional man, which I'm not. I'm not emotional. If you get me crying, it's because we about to fight. But other than that. Like that's literally the only time you see me. That's the only time you see me cry. But as far as in this situation, you don't have to be emotional to show someone you care. It's not something that.
How do you, as a man, how do you show someone you care?
By doing things that they would appreciate. Yo, I watched the dishes.
What you
let me ask.
what day?
Yes.
What day?
Let me ask
What day?
first. Okay.
Like,
how comfortable? Okay. What's your love language, Mark?
what do you mean?
What do you?
I'm physical.
What about you?
I'm everything
Sean.
physical. I'm physical. Everything physical.
If I could probably like pinpoint one thing, it'd probably be more physical.
Physical. Okay. Let's say the other person's love language was
Acts of kindness.
right? And you felt uncomfortable doing acts of kindness because naturally you just think, okay, well, I love physical, so she gonna like physical too. Because what I'm learning is that men like to naturally do what they like to done to them, and it's very hard for them to take themselves out of their little shoes.
But that comes
and
with
step
learning,
into
though.
these shoes.
But you're not willing to learn.
No, well, the guys that you may be dealing with are willing to be.
I'm about to say,
This goes back to the topic of the guy you chose or have this attraction with. He did this. Because at the end of the day, I know how I am, especially with my wife. I know how I am. I'm not emotional. She talks to me about all this all the time. I'm not going to say, okay, you're wrong because you feel this way. I'm going to listen to her and be like, well, I understand.
What do you do for her to say, you're not emotional, Mark? What do you do? What is she missing? Like, is it because you're not like,
First of all, let me get this out there. I'm a Gemini, so we have our moments in time that we just want to be by ourselves, and then yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we literally just want our time and we chilling.
Well, how does she see your emotions if you're crying?
That's what I'm saying. Like
my emotions is just doing things that is out of my
emotions.
Right, yeah.
Well, yeah,
but you gotta voice your opinion. Like, you gotta talk. You can't just be like,
I communicate. Before, when I was younger, I'm not gonna lie, I was that guy. I'm not gonna communicate. I'm gonna look at you like you stupid because you're talking to me about something like
that's young-minded ignorance.
That was when I was young, though. That's why I said it's the guys that
so y'all
may
do
deal
grow up
with.
At some point is what you telling me?
I'm telling you that some people realize that don't work. That don't work.
For men, some of us grow up.
Yeah.
Some of us do not.
Some of us. That's what I'm saying. It's not every person.
I'm pretty sure we got that.
Yeah, but it's down the line. It's like it's looking at this. At one point, I was in my mindset. I said I would never get married because marriage was just a title. It was just what I had to believe in my mind. My wife wanted to get married. I still, in my head, don't see that it has a big importance, but it was something that she wanted to do and that she wanted and I wanted to give her everything she wanted. So I gave her the marriage as well as in myself. I'm a spiritual person, so I believe in the words that God told me to do, and getting married is one of them. I'm just saying. So I got married, and that's where it was. That's where it was. But at the same time, like I said, a relationship is nothing because you're married or if you're not married. Because at the end of the day,
bring
you
the
can
same issues into the marriage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you with somebody that you're not gonna be with for the rest of the life, it's just not gonna work out no matter if you married or not.
Right.
Yeah.
So it just depends on each situation. But like I said, there is a point where men do realize, yo, this is not what she needs from me, because then we start to consider other people's feelings.
If you decide to grow up.
If
Get outside of yourself.
if
And not be an ass all your life.
if
Right.
and that's where I said like,
kinda feel
that hit me like was like a 23, 24-year-old mark. I
That's
was
when you
like,
made the
I was just like,
transition.
I'm gonna chill, because I gave myself everything that I needed in my life. So I was just like, all right, cool.
And this dude's over 30 acting like that.
See, that's not what we doing.
Right.
What was the next thing that y'all wanted to?
Moving in.
That was a good time to move in.
Look at
When
Sean's
do you
laughing.
move in?
Sean's
Do you
laughing.
test drive to move in, or do you just wait?
Let me tell you
Until
this
you're
now, you better
married.
test drive to move in first.
So we all know that you shouldn't really move in with someone unless you're married, right?
What?
Unless you're
I think I
married.
skipped that part of the
Oh,
Bible.
we forgot to do disclosure. All of our opinions, guys, are our own. It
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily fully,
Just
Right.
me, we're judging you or coming down on you.
We're just saying from our own experiences and what we believe in.
y'all already know my background is always based on JESUS. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I think Leisha's on the guys' team. 'Cause
Yeah,
Ebony over here,
She-
she's like, oh my god, oh my god.
Look,
I'm liberal spiritual. Leash is more of a conservative.
That's right. I voted for Trump last time, but
Oh, hell
Everyone's leaving. I'm leaving. Click.
I can't.
Exit.
I
They're
can't.
like, I can't find the exit fast enough.
no. The downtown.
oh man.
They got it. Okay, so we're gonna move into the whole when you move in type situation. When do you feel like it's the right time to do that? In a relationship, or should people necessarily wait till they're married type?
I wouldn't say you would have to wait until you was married, right?
Engaged.
That's
Oh yeah.
because I know there's like there's a biblical side that goes into all of that, but I think that as long as
Somebody likes to
as long as the
shack
vibe is
up.
right and you can financially make
Okay,
that
so
move,
let me ask this though. Why would you make the decision to move in with that person that you're in a relationship with? Why
you
would
need
make that
to
decision?
you need to live with somebody that actually like you need to
See their
you
daily
need to see how somebody lives. You can't just be like, all right, I like you, but you go back to your house and then you do whatever you do at your house. Because you have to think about it. If you're trying to make this, if y'all trying to come together in the end game and say like you want to get married, and you just be like, all right, hey, girl, we finna get married, and then you move with them, and then you see how they be living.
Hold on. See, the first year of marriage is supposed to be the hardest. It's the hardest because you're adjusting to living with that person, and the man's sloppiness because they don't pick up their drawers or whatever. You're
My first year of marriage felt like my last year without being married. Because I already knew what the car drove like.
Here we go with the car.
Not realistically, overall.
We trying to ghost ride the
You're trying to go drive the Not because just think about it realistically. All right, so you know this person, you know how they act when you guys are together, not when they're outside. Because being someone you're not when you're outside, you have limits of. I'm with you every day. There's no time for me to act any different. I'm gonna have to be me because it gets tiring acting like somebody else. When we not together no more, you give me a full 8 to 12 hours to act a fool, so I can act like whatever I'm acting like when we get back together. Yup. So
There's that saying that the person that you are when nobody's around you is like the true
person that you are.
person that you really are.
Yup.
Well, I mean, it's not.
But
I don't exactly buy into that, but I mean, like to an extent, there is some sort of.
Yeah, I can sort of agree with that because it's.
But what if you don't change? Like,
What do you mean?
if you're the same person by myself,
that's cool. That's
I
cool.
talk to myself the same way I be talking to y'all.
Facts.
Hell yeah, I'm talking to myself.
I do the same stuff.
That's
so
ideal.
It's like
That's the ideal.
That's the point.
situation.
That's the point, though.
But it's not most situations.
In a relationship, and you're not living together, you don't have the ability to observe that person
Because when you're
isn't
not
doing
living
it.
together, the person's like,
I'm
and then when you get together, it's like,
Pick up that. Do this. Do that.
Right?
Do
Yeah.
this. Do that. That's, I'm a nagger.
Yeah.
Hi.
See, if you can deal with, but that's the thing about us kings, you know what I'm saying? Some of us can deal with that because we like a little bit of crazy, but just let you know.
That takes
Some of y'all want
it takes
to
a
put your
strong man to hold.
Well, no, but y'all can
Nah, we don't put our hands on you,
over.
you know
You
what
don't
I'm
have to
saying?
like.
We just break the
let's
wall.
start paying the bills
but that's a different
together.
topic.
I wish.
What happened, Cole?
We was having a sidebar. Sorry.
You know, sometimes you ain't gotta put your hands on them. You don't gotta put your hands on them per se. You know what I'm saying?
But you can always have a sleepover.
I mean,
sleepover. Come on, Felicia.
we ain't 12 no more.
Right.
We ain't 12 no more.
Sleepover.
No, I mean that's the way that you can like get to know how that person lives. You don't. You got. So you.
No, but we try to catch people in their natural element.
Right.
That's what it's all about. I need to catch you in the natural.
For a little bit.
Big Sean saying something.
What Sean say?
So she proposed the idea. All right, let's have a sleepover. Now look, first of all,
Man.
y'all know good and well. So say they.
If you with the person,
Yeah.
and not necessarily.
It can be
like,
misleading a
moving in.
sleepover. Because think about it.
Yeah.
If you're trying to use a sleepover to say, oh, well, I know this person because we sleep over and this is what they do. When a girl has a sleepover, a girl do things like they look cute, they wear nice, cute stuff, and they go to sleep. Like, we don't do that every day.
Oh, you get the point. Where's that? It's right there.
So for, I mean, it could go on longer than how you expected. So
But then you might as well live together.
Nah, man. That's a marriage thing.
That's that line that you say,
Yeah.
we're always around
With each other, we might as well live together.
You're over here every day.
This is what you do realistically, okay? And this is someone coming from, you know, I respect the word of God like no other. However, I have lived with the male several times, and I can tell you, it don't never work out.
I mean, I'm just saying.
But if you do want to go through the whole thing that they talk about, what you do is you move it slowly. You pack a little night bag, and then you just keep bringing more and more clothes.
True, you get a drawer, then you get 2 drawers, and then you get a side of the closet.
Then you ain't got a closet. It's just like what happened to my closet.
Right, like I had a
We
closet.
always be having the most clothes.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, like staying over dudes' houses. Like I'm there and I'm out. Like.
See, I mean, that's respectable though. You know,
it's like this. Yeah, because it's like I know for a fact. Even if I feel like it's gonna be something long term, I'm not gonna be staying all night. Sorry.
See, I'm telling you. But that's the thing too. Men, there are emotional men. So you not staying over all night could have an emotional man thinking, oh, she going to the next dude, or she calling the next dude as soon as she get out of here. She ain't really fuck with me like that. All of those insecurities can be uprooted. But
see, that's the thing. You should be able to discuss something openly. Y'all don't get a lot of stuff done and worked out because you keep your mouth closed, and that's men and women.
And that's kind of
like
I agree with you on that because certain things I will address and certain things I don't.
I'm addressing everything.
So,
Arguing about?
yeah, because you know certain things when you bring it up, it's just gonna start an argument.
All right, so was that the last subject? I feel like that was probably the last one.
What's it?
What? You have something else.
Right, you have something else on your chest, Mark? Another question you want to get some clarification or understanding?
Relationship dating stage.
Right.
So
let's talk about marriage.
That's a different topic.
No, it's not.
I mean, we're just talking about relationships, just dating.
I mean, sex is a part of dating. I'm just saying.
Huh?
Sex is a part of dating.
So you
That's
said
a whole different time. We did not about to talk about sex.
That's a whole different.
I would sound like a whore on this camera.
I tell y'all right now, yo.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
All right, you know what I'm saying?
We all the same on this couch. Mark.
Jeez.
I mean, he can talk about his past stories.
I'm just saying.
We all the same. Well, Alicia probably different.
She says English.
You got a whole different point of view about sex.
Leash.
I am gonna be a whore.
On this couch.
Man, look, me too. What you talking about?
Not me, I'm a
woman, so that's not possible.
That's kind of true though, which is shocking. Well, no, I feel the demographic on that is changing.
What?
Because men now, I feel like, really appreciate a woman who is sexually liberal. Because boy, some of these women who
What do you mean sexually liberal?
like, there's some girls who are highly secretive about the things that they do and so close-minded on the things that they do.
Wow.
There used to be an era where women just did not want to
Do it. Yeah.
Anything, huh?
Yeah.
So what are y'all expecting us to do?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's a time and a place for everything, and if we showing you interest and you feeling it, and we going into a positive direction, there's no need for you now to act like you ain't trying to do what you trying to do.
Oh man,
Get down.
I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is, as a man, I'm coming from a humble place because I remember a time where oral sex was just like not something that was an option.
You have to ask.
Oh, you don't?
You want to talk about sex? Okay, so I was listening to this guy's live, and he like, okay, we get it. Oral sex is just sex, but he's on. You thought that was special? That's childish. Oral sex ain't special, so you out here licking every female
Fuck
pussy
no.
that you
That's dead. That's
that's not special.
That show is special. That show is special.
Right.
Because we not about to eat every dish on the table.
You don't eat at everybody's house.
When he said that, I'm like, that's childish.
Right.
In my mind, I guess I'm childish because
I'm saying I'm gonna stay childish too.
Exactly. Like,
But
no offense to no women that do suck every nigga's dick.
But I'm just saying, do you, boo? Do you? That's all it is. Do you?
right. You, everybody can do that.
So we're all clear that it is clearly special.
But yeah, it's clear. That's special.
Big shots at you.
right.
Man, look. First of all, one of the vibe got to be there. Emotions got to be there. A little bit sexual attraction got to be there.
Right.
And then it got to look good.
It's on both ends. You're not just gonna go down and I'm like,
That's what I'm saying.
First of all, it got to look good too, because you know.
I feel special.
You gotta take care of that thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm just saying.
Let me slide the holes up now and
We ain't saying it smell like perfume. I'm just saying.
I hope not. We know what's on the way if that's the case.
This man strongly was just
You down
like,
there?
sex is sex. Yeah, we know it's sex, nigga, but
Nah. Right, I'm just saying. And everything. No,
I can tell you right now, I ain't licked every pussy.
That's what I'm saying. I can count on one hand. I can count on one hand.
One hand.
Hey, I have a baby and they're trying to sleep.
He's sleeping?
Oh, you missed a really good
they have no solar.
Matter of fact, come here, sit on the couch. We was having a conversation.
I was messing with y'all. No, I have to go calm down.
We conversation went a little left.
They have no solar.
We know you had that. We don't judge.
We went and talked about sex, but clearly we don't.
Not without you. We just had a question that needed to be
Question
addressed,
answer.
but you can get into it too. Even just saying.
We're talking about
Oral sex, you know, or educating. Yeah, that's what
Yeah, because I was listening to this man
perspective.
live, and he clearly said
He ate every.
that
He what?
He eat every.
no, that was
Not to.
That's what the direct. Okay, so a woman was saying like she felt like giving oral sex was special, and
It is.
so he tried to make something. You thought that was special? That's childish. That's a part of sex.
What?
Hell no.
If you give oral sex, everybody else sex with you dirty, bro. You was dirty.
Nah.
Yeah, and so we would all agree that we.
That's just like you. If you smash everybody that give you the chance, that's nasty.
Exactly.
That's
We can't all
He's
see
selective.
everybody.
Jeez.
Now you got on one hand.
Yeah. So I said I could count on one hand. I could probably count it on. I could probably count it on
Let me
3
not
fingers.
lie. I was saying, I can't.
I could probably count it on 3
When he
fingers.
trying to tell you how many people he did, I can count on 3 fingers. Just 3. 3.
Well, you need more than 2 hands for your body count.
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. Ain't nobody saying about that.
That's funny.
Mama, if you watching, I'm sorry.
Me too. Not really.
Safe. Oh shoot, I turned mine off.
I said that my mama ain't gonna catch me
I'm
though.
safe.
Nah, shoot. My mama know everything. I be like,
Oh,
Mom.
Alicia, can you go on my Facebook and hit live? Wow, it's on the charger.
So funny.
Hold on. Did he start again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just be wanting his mom.
You mama boy.
Guys don't understand. It's a mother's touch.
Yes, it is.
Look at Sean.
Okay.
My baby.
So what was y'all talking about though?
I miss my baby.
That was just last thing we were talking about. But I think we ended it.
Yeah, I agree. If you get oral to everybody, you dirty.
You been nasty.
You is dirty.
Damn, I don't
Because
like
most of y'all don't be getting before
Damn,
y'all
it was somebody I liked.
Most, nobody hardly ever.
He didn't turn me off when he said that, but it was like, huh? In my head, I guess I'm childish.
Damn.
No,
Because he was having that discussion.
no, but for real,
Everybody
because the majority of y'all, young people, are out here having sex, not getting tested with your partner before because you let your little hormones get to you. Now you got HIV/AIDS. What's up? Yeah, how does that feel? Anyways, the point is, you dirty for giving head to everybody because you didn't get tested with them. You don't know what they got. Now you got it in your mouth. Now you're giving it to the next person you kissed it because you're not just having sex with that person.
You saying we're not here to judge everybody.
But we judge everybody.
Dirty.
Oh, okay. So let me put out another disclaimer. We collectively ain't gonna judge you. I am always judging you. There we go.
He won't judge you, but she will.
If you take what I say as judgment,
As a
it's something
collective.
inside of you, because I'm saying collectively you. It's not actually you. But if you feel something tugging at you, maybe it's time
But
for
if
a
the
life
shoe
change.
fit,
Maybe you're kind of guilty.
Maybe it's time
To
come on to the right side. I'll have altar call at the end today. Got you. We're gonna get your life right.
So,
Why it take y'all 10 years to propose to y'all woman?
well, because first of all,
I mean, he
Yeah,
already
that's
explained.
Y'all be
he
acting
decided
crazy.
to do that.
yeah.
Did it solely for
Y'all
her.
be acting
not for
crazy. That's
yourself.
all it is. Y'all just
We men, yeah, we gonna take her.
crazy?
I mean, I just think.
No,
I
but
think.
these white man is dating you and in 6 months he's marrying you.
And then in 6 more months they divorcing you.
Right, and then behind your back, that hood rat.
Lies. They love their little chocolate babies.
They love them until they don't.
And by that time, I am on.
Nah, I'm telling you, the black men just take their time.
We gonna take our time.
We just gonna take
Maybe
our
how
time.
long?
What tastes better, the food that you wait for or the food you get in the moment? I'm just saying.
It depends on where you go.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
I love
What you
Zaxby's,
had?
so.
Yeah, so
Sleep. That means you still gotta wait for that joint to get to the window.
let's try to speak.
McDonald's, they be like, here you go.
That got the window before you even get there.
Okay, reunion.
Can we let Sean have the food?
I'm sorry.
What's up? Yeah.
The guest.
Like I was saying, yo, there ain't no time limit. There is no time. I can't even tell you.
So you feel like within a year you'd be ready to propose?
If that's what, I mean, if that's what it's gonna take within a year, I think a year is a pretty standard amount
So
of time.
you're okay
That's probably like looking at like on the longer side of things. To be honest.
Okay, so you're okay with being with someone for 8 years and maybe proposing when you
8 years. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but yo, like if I'm with you and we're doing things that married people would do, and we've been together for 8 years, yo, go ahead and do what you gotta do and just say that you're gonna be with it. Because at that point in time, it's like there's nothing. You ain't nothing. There's nothing.
She gonna believe you is what's gonna happen.
What's your longest relationship? We're gonna ask everybody. So
What's my longest relationship?
Too long.
Oh, you should have been there, right?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I think my longest relationship was probably about 6 months. Now that I think about it.
Jesus, I'm not alone. All right, Alicia.
My
That's also
longest
how I-
relationship
for short fuse.
was in high school, and like collectively it was 8 years, but we were engaged. Unfortunately, some things happened to that individual. I have to laugh so I don't cry. But yeah, it was 8 years, but that was high school. Now nobody's getting past no 2-year mark without proposing to me, or we just not moving forward with anything.
She's serious. Don't
like
think she's
You guys are probably like, we know your age.
Facts. Mine's on the scope of, if you thinking about how long,
I've been with this woman since freshman year, so I'm old as
What does that take?
freshman year of high school.
That's 2000.
Nine,
Like 2009.
2009.
Wait, hold on. 2009 was your freshman year of high school?
Yeah.
2006.
Do you know that's the year I graduated?
That was my freshman year of high
talking
school.
about
My
age.
kid at the 2008. Or
2009 was my freshman year in high school.
Dang, that's crazy.
Really?
I didn't know I was older than y'all.
I didn't know it was that much older.
Yeah, I ain't
What you
either.
talking about? Anybody old?
Y'all
Bruh.
babies.
We black.
No,
Those
We
age
graduated
12.
You know what I'm saying?
after that.
I graduated in 2012.
That sounds so
Oh.
weird.
Okay.
I did too.
Sounds about right.
That sounds even weirder.
No, I don't. It's about 2 years.
It really does to
3
me.
years for you. So my longest, blah, 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 blah. I haven't.
Dang.
She said never.
Yeah, I don't count these things.
Delete. She said, oh,
He said, excuse me?
I mean, I guess it's like,
She like in her mind.
I didn't really think about it.
Zero.
It wasn't a relationship.
But mine, she said she was with Sean over here, so. But we don't.
Right. Early days. I always had my phone open, and the dude had the audacity to go through my phone, and he seen some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Choked me up.
What?
Yeah.
His man said what? He was hurt.
Well, yeah, because like I had
That's why
took
you
his
don't
phone.
go through stuff you ain't supposed to
Facts.
go.
Right, like he was he
You know
was
what
super
they
mad,
say,
and like
when you
I
go
took his
looking for
phone
something, you
because
gonna find it.
he was not like trying to talk to me, whatever. So I took his phone. It's not like I could have looked through it because I don't go through people's phones.
Yeah,
Like,
I was in a
I
relationship.
don't really like doing that.
I was in a relationship, and I'll glance through a phone. Shoot, like if I'm bored, I'll just be. I mean, I'm not gonna soul search a phone, but if I have your phone, I don't mind looking. Shoot, because the thing is that I don't even
Ever
have to
private
look hard.
investigator.
I try to go.
Right,
I just
We
learned-
all
I
know
just-
Eva, a private
Yeah, I just
investigator.
learned that without even
We
doing
know
it,
that
I
from you
find
and May.
out.
She a private
That's what I'm saying.
investigator.
That's the thing. Like you find out. Like it's a happy medium of looking and then just kind of finding out on your own. Like
Yeah,
sometimes
and
it
you showing it.
It just shows. On
But some things
like,
you will never know or guess unless you go through that. But
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
But if you
sorry.
feel like you have to do that, then there's no need to.
Oh, I just like doing it because I'm a private investigator. It's in me.
Oh, okay.
I'm in a role right now because I can investigate.
I don't need that extra hurt because I
I'm a
already
detective.
know.
Oh, it ain't gotta be hurt. It's just knowledge.
It is. I don't need to know.
You
that.
know someone now. You know them inside out.
I ain't with the.
What? I had somebody
Yeah.
soul search my phone. I was in a. I don't even want to say what kind of relationship. If I say, they gonna know who the person like. I was in a type of relationship where the
With someone
person.
from Tallahassee.
Oh, man.
Really, Marky? That was a joke. Improv.
It was just a joke. A little bit of jokey jokes.
And this person.
But it was real though.
It was,
Wow.
Tallahassee.
you know what? Forget the
That's a
story.
hashtag. Tallahassee is real.
They soul searched my phone so to the point where they downloaded something on my phone just to see if I had that.
Oh yeah.
Like
Wait,
it was real.
what was this app?
Sound like the TV show You.
Tinder.
Huh?
So
Oh.
yeah, it was. So this person like literally went on my phone, downloaded an app, and signed into the app just to see when you can't even get your camera straight. Cause
Hey.
but that person soul searched my phone. I think
Is
there's
the tripod? Is it the tripod that's crooked? Like try to pull the leg out.
Yeah, it probably is.
No.
Nah, it's good.
I was trying to make sure Sean was in there and the other thing.
Right.
Yeah, we good now.
It don't matter because this person is not gonna be watching anyways. You just never know anymore these days.
Until it gets trending.
Right. That
Watch
one
this episode
spot.
go viral.
That's
Everybody
the
sees.
bottom line. Right. Well, we don't have any mutual friends, none of us. So
True.
So we talked about with relationships. We talked about the stages.
Yeah.
We really did.
we talked about dating stage,
dating.
dating, moving in. We didn't talk about marriage.
Y'all
But that's,
ready for that?
I guess it's not
That's a
really
whole
technically
thing.
dating anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
we
married.
didn't talk about all the stages. You bird.
All right.
Talking stages, the moving in stages, the sleepover stages.
The when
get
you,
to
we
it,
didn't
to
talk
the
about
phone.
the when do you sleep with the person stage.
We didn't.
That's
Sort of.
We didn't.
We touched on it, kind of.
So here's the thing. You do not open your legs
Here she go.
Until you married, 'cause that's what the
until you're
Bible
married.
says. 'Cause that's what the Bible says.
Don't.
That's what the
Or you
Bible
end up
says.
like me. You kiss them and you end up like me. You see the profile.
I'm saying.
It's the baby.
I'm saying. I'm all.
Don't do it.
I'm just gonna say.
You don't want me to touch lips till
Will
you
you?
married.
Will you not? What if a girl tells you she wants to be celibate? What are you gonna say?
Wait, no. See, you have to preface it this way. What if she is everything that you're
Yes,
looking
I'm
for?
sorry.
Then that's a whole different
That's a whole
story.
different story.
Like you loving on me the right way. We cool.
But
I
this
don't
is
need
the thing.
much of
But
nothing.
this is the thing. Because in order
But
to
I'ma
even,
still want
but,
some, but
but in
I'm
order
just
to
saying.
get there, because you're not gonna meet a person. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Sarah. I'm celibate.
That's me though.
Yeah.
I like to weed people out real quick.
That's what I'm right. That's what I'm saying. Because if you meet a girl and that's one of the first things she says, and you're not there yet, how would you ever even know if that person
I mean,
was
I'm
worth
not
waiting for?
okay. So 21-year-old Mark, this ain't going nowhere. Mark right now, cool. I didn't ask, but what's going on?
Yep.
It's different. It's like it's a
You went
maturity
online.
age.
You have to-
It's like okay, you celibate. What else do you need to tell me?
You have to be
what,
mature
what
enough
about
in your
you?
mindset that
Okay,
Because
but
think about it,
what
right?
is it gonna be about a girl that says
Vibe.
she's worth it or
Vibe. It's gotta be vibe. I gotta
Okay.
miss you on a day to day. I'm like, damn, I ain't talked to her in a minute.
Now, mind
Literally
this has to
60
be like-
seconds. Let me go call her back.
This has to be some spectacular conversation.
Yeah, like you gotta blow my mind.
Like, you really have to
Spectacular.
make me right.
But this is the thing.
You know what?
This is the thing though.
Grind my
Most
gears
of y'all don't
in
have
conversation.
conversations even get there to get to the spectacular conversation.
First of all,
Again,
most of the guys.
a woman ain't gonna carry the conversation the whole time.
I'm not asking a woman to carry a
Right,
conversation.
ain't nobody
but I am
saying- we
that
just-
I am
we
saying,
do
I'm
that.
going
Make sure
off
you
of my
know how to
experience.
talk. Just like a man gotta spit game, you gotta spit game.
A man has to talk. Men have to have conversations. Men
But I
have
ain't
to
saying
on the
nothing.
phone, Mark. On the phone.
I mean,
off
that's the
phone,
thing.
in
But
person.
the thing is I'm not
Dating.
against. I'm not against on the phone conversations. I've even been in relationships that I've gotten on the phone, and we were watching two different things, and no one said nothing. I'm just like, why am I on the phone with you? The shortest relationship I have ever had was 2 days. You know why? Because we got on the phone. She was giving me all of the sexual needs already, but we was on the phone. There was no vibe, and they couldn't deal with it.
Well, I mean, that's the
That
dating
was
brother
not
we
a
was talking
relationship.
about.
I mean, it wasn't, but still, it was like, yo, she wanted to be with me, and I'm like, yeah, you can't even talk to me. What are you talking about?
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so when do y'all? Okay, so you get a girl's number, so you should
Mhm.
just lead to asking her out, and so we're not like talking on the phone like we in high school, like call the house phone, like you got her number, so I don't know how
Good days.
right. So that's, I mean, you said 2 days, but I mean, you probably should have like took her out so you guys can see that vibe.
But the thing is about
But
it, right?
sometimes you could. Sorry to cut you off.
Mhm.
Because of since you want to throw out the city,
Mm-hmm.
because of that situation, I don't even know if I can call it a relationship. I don't know. But because of that whole ordeal,
Mm-hmm.
I learned that you can catch
No
your
problem.
vibes very fast without being next to the person.
That's facts.
Yeah,
That's
You don't,
facts.
you don't have to see this person every day because this person, like,
Right.
there was a huge vibe. Obviously, like they were there. I'm here. Like, why am I still talking to you? Whatever the reason is there. But I'm just saying, like, just to answer. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it no more. Podcast with strangers
And
for
you
now
know,
on.
when you get me and Mark together, and Ebony's in the room, it's always gonna be team up on Ebony. Like, we cannot
And
help
that's the
it.
dating
But
stage. That's what I
basically-
prefer.
Basically, all in all, conversation alone
Mm.
is a determining factor if you want to keep talking to somebody or not. You don't need to see them every day or even
True.
like you don't.
The question
you know.
was, when should you have sex? And I'm gonna just get back to the fact
Okay.
that you shouldn't be having sex.
No, we talking about
That was the original thing we was on. We
Well, we don't wanna go more about
slid
sex.
this
Right.
way, but we was coming back this way because I really had a serious answer.
I think,
Yeah.
I think you should. I think that the best thing, based off of experiences, is to just
Whenever.
wait.
I'm a
You
boy.
can have sex whenever you want.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but the wise thing to do. What's wise?
Yeah, look, all I'm saying is,
Cause she put it on
For
you,
men-
now you.
for men and for women, if
And
you know
then-
you gonna throw, if you gonna give it up, go ahead. And
He
throw
was
that
about
back,
to say
dog.
throw that ass in the circle.
women, if you gonna
What
throw
if
it,
you
if
get
you gonna throw that.
blindsided though? What if you get confused? Like, okay, dang, she did it so good, but now it's like, oh, I'm obsessed with her. Like,
Right.
what if
You
you
are
really-
now-
That's called infatuation, but they be thinking it's love.
Exactly.
That just means you are the pussy.
I mean, I'm just gonna say this as a man because I'm not gonna be unrealistic in this situation.
The mark.
There is some that put you under a spell, and the Lord said, you know,
That's why y'all keep coming back. Y'all don't leave us alone.
You're being stupid as shit the whole time.
This dude straight said it was over.
like simping ain't easy. I'm just saying, and that's those times when it's just be
These are the dudes
like
that-
God done blessed you with a
These
gift.
are the dudes that gotta do the petty shit,
Yeah, I'm
like
happy
fucking like
about
slash
that.
his
See?
tires. But only 3 of them, not the 4th one, so you can't claim this shit. those are the kind of dudes.
One,
right?
two, three.
He's saying they're weak-minded men who are run by vagina.
Yeah, those are the ones that need
the
the
little
voicemails.
feeling, because it's only a momentarily feeling. Sometimes
Nah, it's not momentary.
It is momentary.
Some of them Jones be less in a lifetime
yo.
because you can remember what it felt like when you was in.
That motherfucker is nigga sleep. I'm like, oh,
You was in that joint, and you just like, whoa.
Damn, something special.
Right. Must have been something special.
I mean, it's just like some young women can't let go of a
Let
good
it-
thing
let it-
because
let
I don't
it-
know what it
I
is.
feel you, but I let it go.
He's like, no, the devil is a lie.
Never.
But a couple of years later, I hit him up.
Right. Niggas be like, send help.
Facts. That's why you be keeping a
But this
list.
was been slutty. Oh, who got a list?
I be keeping a list.
Who
Like,
got a list?
I be like, oh, I know I can get back some of this or some later just in case this don't work out. Just,
Anybody got a list? Raise your hands. Who got
To my
a list?
backup list?
I got a
No,
whole-
listen.
So you don't
Wait,
increase your
listen,
body
what?
count.
What?
I'm not the same.
I got a list that I can go back to and a list
Cool.
and a list that how much I had. With.
A bowl of shoes. What?
I'm just saying.
Backwards.
Think about it,
You
right?
say like, okay, so when you say who has a list, you say like, if anything would ever go down in a relationship, there's a fallback list. Like, okay, this
I can
person,
hit
this
up this
person,
joint
this
right
person.
That is a sign of
I-
an immature person.
No, not an immature. Just like
I
if-
think what he's
I'm not
saying-
saying that if anything didn't work out,
Yeah.
but I know I did what I was supposed to do. So if I came back around, we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Spin the block.
We ain't gonna talk about my list. 'Cause I want to talk about his type of list.
and that's why some men like be like,
The list
like,
is in
we
my
don't
head.
always cut women all the way off. We like, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Like, we'll put you down.
Right, they don't cut women
But
off.
like, yo, we might, you know what I'm
They
saying? We
do
might
this.
spin the block
You know
real
the
quick, but we
emoji?
might be back.
This
We
emoji,
might
it's
be
like there's this much left, this much in a relationship. They didn't really get cut off.
My list is in my head. I was talking about a whole
This
other type of
What
list.
kind of list?
What you
What
talking
kind of
about? The
list you got?
pool, the team.
Damn.
Oh, that, I keep that straight mentally.
I can remember that list too because I always
Remember that?
check
I
out
can
this
too,
wasn't
but
good,
sometimes
that
I'll be
wasn't
like,
good.
okay,
All right, I mean, I'm not to say that I have a list, but I think everyone can say that
No, you got
if they're in
a
a
list.
relationship, if they're in a relationship and it didn't work out, we can all say, it's all safe to say that we all have someone or some
Lie.
people.
I guess I'm the only person that's actually committed when they're in a relationship.
No,
because
you're
do not have
missing it.
anyone I can
No,
fall back
that's
on.
not
and
what
think
I'm
of to
talking
go back
about.
on.
Now you
That's
don't
not what I'm
think you do.
saying.
In your mind, you don't think you do, but there's always gonna be that one person that
Exactly.
hope it
Be
don't
real.
work out.
Right. Now you
and then
know.
now y'all close
It
Yeah.
again.
doesn't mean that you like them. It just means that they're there.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't mean,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
saying
that's
like, oh, I'm in a relationship right now, but y'all, I got me a backup. Like, no.
Yeah.
That's what,
Not like I'm gonna hit her up just to make sure yeah we
Right.
good just in case this don't work
Right.
out.
Right. Like, you don't talk to the people.
Huh?
You don't reach out to them.
I said my first baby daddy.
You got them, they name saved in the phone as Rainy Day.
Just okay, so that's another topic.
The
Y'all
rainy
got
day
names
fun?
on your special people.
Nah. See, I don't even have the number, but I just be like
In your head.
right back in the DMs, like, what you mean? What's going on?
WYM.
Respond to a message from like 5 years ago.
Like, yeah, like that's crazy. I didn't see this.
For 5 years.
Right. I'm just now seeing this message you
What
sent
you say,
me.
Sean?
So you respond back to a message you ain't seen in like 5
Yeah.
years. My bad, I fell
Right.
asleep.
Like, what you doing? Listen to my MP3 player. Oh shoot, I didn't even know you had one. My bad. It's been so long. How you been? You still got an MP3
It's just a
player?
spin the block, you know, because you know
That
that
block.
people you treat good kind of stay on your side. And that's what it's just like you.
But that's the point of me going through your phone.
She trying to see who you trying to spin the block with or side.
But that's the thing.
Because it got lives down to zero. They ain't what we doing.
Okay, she finna separate all relationships.
They are separate.
So we're talking about circling back.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you guys feel about? I mean, Mike, you know you.
I'm just saying.
You had an on and off relationship.
I'm just saying, circling back ain't bad. It might not have worked out at that time.
Yeah. I mean, but how do you guys feel about like going back in time to situations that didn't work out? Sean, like
How do
back
I feel
to
about it?
situations that you
So
before.
Lean in, because
I don't.
they
I
can't
got
see you. I said, we got
Like,
space
you
on the
know.
couch for you, but they ain't trying to do that.
I mean, y'all kind of.
I mean, it's nice, Omar. You can do that if you want to.
I don't think you fit.
Look it up. I mean, he could look kind of, I'm a little
We
bigger
gonna
than
be
him
sitting like
now.
this. So, what I think about dating is.
So as far as
Like-
me, if you talking about circling back, I don't want to take back nothing that happened. Now, when I reflect on it, I'll be like, damn, like I wish I could have handled this differently, or I could have did this, should have said this, should have said that. But I'm always grateful for like
The
where I
experience.
am now, because everything that I went through then made me who I am now.
Right.
I could be a wild dog ass motherfucker, but no, I'm not. I am who I am, and like right now I'm chilling. Had it not been for, you know what I'm saying, the things that I went through in the past and the growth that I had to go through, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I think that I'm actually pretty level-headed and pretty mature. I could be something completely different. I could be another statistic, another wild ass, uncontrolled dog who just another scrub.
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't me. I have my moments where I could definitely do that, but like I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
So you
And
wouldn't
that-
go back and you wouldn't go back.
Hell no.
Okay. I'm
There's
with
somebody, man, somebody
You
else
ain't-
tripping.
Let me tell you, at least go.
You know what's
So spinning the block.
Alright.
What really is the block and how does it be spent?
Well, the block can be, you know,
spun around a couple
perception is
times.
reality, yourself.
Just a roundabout.
So when you say spin the block, you mean going back to a relationship that did not work out?
Going back to a situation.
no,
It don't gotta
situation.
be
It
a
don't have to be-
relationship.
What is the situation?
I mean, you could have been
No,
involved. You could have been
somebody-
talking. You didn't. You could have smashed. It could have been
Exhibit.
anything.
Oh, hell.
Right, you just.
No, okay, no. So here's the thing.
I mean, it could be either or. It could be the relationship or.
With my longest relationship, I did spin the block because I was in high school and I was the idiot.
Okay.
Pick a fuck up.
Okay. In my last relationship, I did also spin the block because I was an idiot. But who Alicia is today, there's one chance given. And if that chance is not
See,
given.
I give a
She
multiple
said, ain't
chance.
no spinning
This is-
block. You
this-
park them brakes right.
Because the thing is, like, time is really, like, valuable. That's the thing. And the point is that if someone doesn't see your value when they're with you, hey, like, that's it. I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
Like,
there's a saying, let something
That's
go,
it.
and if it comes back, it was yours.
no,
truly
you don't
the
need to
first
let
time.
it come back.
Well, Mark, you know, he had the on and off, so. You know,
I'm just
it
saying,
worked-
I'm just.
It worked your favor.
I guess I'm just a spin the block kind of guy because my relationships weren't bad. They just was like,
Right.
yeah, we was on a good path, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
I've had some really bad ones.
Yeah, see, I ain't had to do nothing crazy like choke somebody up and be like, "You gonna get out my house?" All of that. No, I just was like, "Yeah, we talking, then we not talking." I'm just saying, I'm no shade, no tea. I'm just saying, no.
Anthony.
I mean, I might, like
Do
I
I
said,
circle the block?
Yeah.
Do I spin the block? So, do I spin the block? In relationships, if you are an official ex, we are not. What you said?
Nah, go ahead, say what you said.
Excuse me? What was said? You're not. That mean, what was said?
They're saying that you are a spinner.
A spinner. Oh, I am? Wrong. I do not spin the block with exes. People who I've actually dated in a real relationship. If you ever call me your girlfriend and I am no longer your girlfriend.
Stop it,
Oh my God, the Gemini's over here.
What are you guys inspiring about over here?
I'm just saying there was some clarification.
yo. It is.
There's a lot of clarification.
Okay,
there.
I will vouch for Ebony. She is telling the truth. If she's in a relationship with you and you mess up, that's it. You done.
I don't spin a block for relationships. If I was
But
ever
if
your
you're not in a
girlfriend, if I was ever your girlfriend,
If y'all
I'm
was
talking to
just,
y'all. No, I'm playing. If I was
You
ever
know
your
what I'm saying? If
girlfriend,
y'all was just, you know.
if I was ever your
You're like,
girlfriend,
you know.
and we broke up,
Yeah. See?
I will never be your girlfriend ever again in life. You better add the last.
Situation.
Just let talent have
Situations, it depends. It depends on the situation because some situations I just kind of stuck my toe in the water, so it's too hard to say. Was it hot water? Was it? I don't know.
Don't mind the Gemini's over
But
there.
if I
Aquarius and Virgo got different vibes.
She just got her feet wet a little bit.
I like to swim, I'm an Aquarius. So before I can make a decision, I gotta dive in first. I can't just and then just say yes or no. So situations.
Okay, so for
I might spin the block for a situation. But an ex-boyfriend, because that was we did this, did that, it ended this, then it's an absolute no for me.
What if you have a child with this person? Do you spin the block then?
No, I still do not spin the block because I'm still me and you're still you. So regardless of the child, we're not spinning the block. We're ending the block.
Damn.
Okay, so for me,
Right.
the block is hot.
Putting up a barricade on that block.
So at least on the same page, y'all just don't. All of y'all just don't spin the
No,
block.
I don't know. I don't circle back because
No, I know Felice don't.
definitely not far back. I know at the very moment, let's say the last person I was dealing with, it was over and I was with someone new.
Yeah.
If I'm not currently dealing with anyone, I might still deal with that. No, I'm lying. I probably just be talking to him, but nothing ain't gonna be like, it ain't gonna be intimate or nothing like that. I don't go
Yeah, I
back.
didn't
'cause
notice you coughed.
I'm just saying,
No.
You gotta stay corona free in here.
But
Feeling like
that
rubbing his hands
sanitize the
again.
throat.
we didn't mention
Right.
coronavirus.
Yeah.
Corona was being demonetized if you said corona on YouTube for like a while.
Really?
For
real?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Don't say the C word.
Okay, Jesus.
No, it's mostly because I think the thing with me is like if I'm actually done, it took a lot for me to be done. So like
Exactly.
my heart don't go back.
Right, I'm a patient person.
Like
That's the thing.
once I take my heart back, it's took.
Yeah,
I'm
and
patient.
especially if I experience
So I
so
can't
many
go back.
other people, it's like
Right, and then especially if
I don't
you're
like you.
But then what if they just dope? Like,
if they're
Nah,
dope.
Then my heart was never taken back.
But you said what if they were dope?
they just dope.
Like
Then they couldn't have been dope because they're not together. So
Yeah.
I mean,
there had to have been
from
something wrong.
each
You got a different type of heart.
Well, it depends on the situation.
Each
but
situation
right,
said, and I quote, hold on.
Okay.
In that moment, it might not have been the right time. Each person done said that.
But no, just
No,
think
I did
about-
not say that.
But no, just think about it. Like, okay,
Like,
so for
bring it
example,
on.
like I was dating somebody. It was distance though,
Yeah.
and I could kind of think like circling back
Mhm.
to that person. But then the moment that it's like I'm circling back, it then just doesn't work out because it's like that's those signs I always get out of that person that it didn't work out with. Like I circled back and it's like I shouldn't even did that in the first place because it's
True.
like it's
It
that
wasn't-
feeling. It's like me always wanting somebody new. If it didn't work out, just move forward. I want somebody new. I want someone fresh. I don't want to think about the old
Going
stuff.
back, yeah.
Like
I know
it's in my head.
some women like that. I do know some women like that.
Yeah.
And there's one in specific that I know in my head that I fluffed up. And that's the only relationship I know I can't circle back to. Because I made a decision in that. But it'd be like that sometimes.
you know,
Yeah.
that's why you give people a chance, and a lot of times they be hanging themselves.
Right,
So.
because
That's
listen,
a
if
fact.
I exile the exes because, like we just saying, I gave you plenty of
'Cause I don't
chances,
trust you no
plenty
more.
of chances, plenty of chances.
You ain't know what's trust.
I let you make me
Yeah,
mad
trust is
over and
gone.
over and over again.
That's the thing.
So
Crazy.
it's like,
Trust is a hard thing to talk about. That's a part of a relationship too. Because for in my perspective, right, I give my trust out to people who earn it. Now, once you break that trust, there's no more going back.
Yeah.
'Cause in the damn-
I have
I
a question.
learned
You don't
that.
hold it against
I have
the
a
current
question,
person,
right?
No, I don't hold
No,
that.
you start to mess with them. It's just that
Okay,
old person.
Some people do
Speaking
that.
of trust, why is it that men break your trust and then they
Act
want
like
to
you're
rush
crazy?
you to just get back on track again? Like,
They
it's
don't
like,
want to do nothing extra, right?
yeah, it's
No
like,
one's-
you know, I tried
Going
you,
back to this,
so I
'cause I know
tried
this
you,
situation
and then
by
it's like, okay, I tried you, and then I'm gonna let you be mad today. You can be mad tomorrow, but by Monday, you better be happy again, or else I'm gonna get mad at you.
All right, so for certain people, in their head is like, damn, I made a mistake, and I now want to fix that mistake. I'm trying to do the best, but it's like when a woman did something. No, you're saying some people aren't doing it. I'm saying for some men, when we do stuff to fix it, we're like trying to do better, doing other things, trying to make you happy, whatever it is, and you still holding on to that thing. It's like you're not acknowledging that I'm working towards making this situation.
But you're not making steps, is what I'm saying.
But it's
you're not doing nothing
I'm
different.
talking about for the people. I'm talking about.
You're talking about big things like.
You didn't have a baby on me. You want me to take you back?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's just a.
That's what I'm saying. You're talking about big things. I'm talking about
like
small
I'm talking about
arguments.
like texting a girl or something.
I don't do that shit.
Or a guy.
I got friends. That's about it. And
Well,
you know
speak for
that.
the friends. Why they do that?
I mean, I got friends who text other women and then they expect their wife to be cool with it, or they're like specifically. We have a brother, right? And he one of the dumbest ninjas I know because he has women that are just friends, but they do things. They just do things, and the woman he trying to pursue knows about it, but then he expects her to get over it because they be on and off. Like.
And I told him.
I told this man, like, certain situations, even if you're on and off and you're still trying to entertain somebody, you can't expect them to be okay with it.
Speaking of that, how do y'all feel about like female friends? I'm just thinking about my situation.
Oh my god, I was just about to say
No.
or people friends that you slept with specifically.
No, that's a no. That's a no.
Okay,
No.
let me just for example.
Okay.
No.
I just want to make
No.
sure.
Hold on, I got an example.
As a
Okay.
smart man, you already know it ain't gonna happen.
So let's make it very clear real quick. Is it okay to have a friend that you slept with as a friend?
I mean,
While you in a relationship?
While you're in a relationship and the girl
the answer
said
is no.
that she
Okay,
didn't
so
want
for
that.
example, I think at least
I'm gonna
you
hit
know
the curve when
my
it comes to that,
situation.
though. I can't lie.
Okay, Jesus, I can't believe I'm talking about this. I dated this person. Whatever. 5 years later, first of all, I've been knowing this person since we were so young. So we dated, blah blah blah. It didn't work out. He had a kid, blah blah. During our little situation. So, long story short, he's in a relationship. Him and I are friends, but his girlfriend thinks that me and him got something going on.
If I was a girlfriend, I would be like, dead the situation now. Instantly, expeditiously, dead her now. That's the kind of girlfriend I am.
Okay, now, do we say that is
Dead
insecurity?
it now.
Or...
That's not
No,
insecurity.
it's not
It's
security,
closing the
it's
door.
respectful. It's
Yeah,
respectful
and
because
respect.
this is the thing. It doesn't matter how you feel. When you're in a relationship, you
It's
feel to
about
be with
the
this
other
person. If they
person.
say that they feel a certain way about something, it don't matter how you feel about it. You dead it because that's what they said. That's how they said they feel.
Okay,
it.
so
you do it.
Okay, in my case, I mean, am I guilty or
No, you're fine. You're
I'm
okay.
asking the
It's
But
the
you
guy
might
in
have
the
to lose
situation.
that friend if he's serious about that person.
Right.
You have to just chalk that up and be like, dang, I lost my friend, but hey, he's moving on happy. That's the end of that
because
chapter in my life.
that's his new friend.
Yeah.
The one that he's with. That's the friend that you need to be trying to
see,
get
look,
friends
look,
with.
look.
You know,
I'm
I've been
biased
friends
when
with
it comes
him
to
way longer. I mean, I still get what y'all saying, but I'm just saying, like, we've known each other.
I get it because I've been on that side. My best friend, we've been best friends for 20 years, and we used to talk all the time, every day, all day. He used to call me all the time. He got serious about a girl, and I do not hear from you, Mr.
Ever.
Jennings.
Right, exactly. And I was there to
I was
witness that because I was Alicia's friend when they weren't, when he wasn't in a relationship, and I was her friend when he got in a relationship. And it was very evident. They used to talk all the time, every day, all day. And then when he got a girlfriend and they started a family and stuff, he said,
Yeah,
and it was
that's
all
just,
out of respect.
That's
It
just a
wasn't-
mature man. Like, that's still my dog.
She wasn't
I
mad.
can still
He
call him
wasn't
when
mad.
I need
like,
him.
Yeah, everything was
but-
still cool.
I mean, but I'm not okay. So of course, other people would say that this
They're not
person
right.
is insecure. It's clear to them that she is, regardless of my situation with him. And me and him now hang out and stuff. But it's like,
See, that's a no too.
That's
I
a
feel
no
like
for me.
because for me,
Ooh,
if
that's
my
a no.
man, first of all,
but it's not.
if you
we're
have
not in the
any
same
friends
Right.
that you're trying to keep that you slept with, I need to meet them.
Well,
then for
she
two,
met me, and she
I'm gonna
still
catch the
feels
vibe
like
because
I didn't make her
I can see what's still going on. One of y'all still got something, so
Thank
that's
you.
dead. If you're trying to be with
Exactly.
me, you serious about me? Okay, so that's
exactly.
a no.
Because the thing is,
It's not hard
whenever it comes to this,
give up.
whenever
Like,
it comes to say, okay, you can either be friends.
it don't matter
Yeah,
though.
well, no, I'm just saying like.
Because it's like you the past, what's the future?
Right.
Do you really see yourself with this person? That's why you
And
gotta.
it's like, why is it so hard to not be their friend? Are you trying to marry them? I'm
Exactly.
confused.
It should be very
What's
easy to
really
let
going
someone
on?
go. Or at least let them take another back.
I
don't wanna.
Keep them. I mean, like I
Sorry.
said, in my head, I'm like, yeah, there's no problem with me having, as a male, there's no problem with me having a female friend, but
Yeah,
in
you
my
got female
perspective,
friends.
in my
But not that you
perspective,
slept with.
but my wife, in my head, what do you mean male friend? That don't make sense to me. Like,
Yep.
but that's why I said,
Why
like,
is it like that?
it's my perception though. This is where we started off in the podcast. Everybody's perception is their reality.
Not with your hypocrite.
I mean, I gladly accept that.
That's
I'm
no
like,
longer reality.
That's like, all right. So this is another thing that goes back to relationships. So on my years of being single, I've encountered some women that have messed out with me outside of their relationship, right? Because of their man's status in their relationship, right? So she had a guy that would let.
Wait a second, Mark. Wait, no, wait.
Bro, you just snitched.
Wait. You definitely dry snitched on yourself because you said you were with someone since high school.
I said on and off.
Oh.
Yeah,
I ain't heard it on and off.
collectively.
Right.
Collectively.
I guess we just
So
assume.
you was about to be painted not the good guy no more.
See, look at that. See, you tried me. Look, one thing about me, I'm not a cheater. If I'm gonna do something, we not in a relationship. That's
She know
that's another thing. How do you?
Does she know before? or
Before,
after?
yeah, before. Because in my mental, it's like I'm not going to cheat on anybody because I don't feel like anybody deserves that.
We haven't even talked about cheating at all. Well, that's interesting.
That's not true.
Yeah, because then
Technically,
it's
I've
something
never
that led up to
cheated
it. It's something that led up to it.
I have.
Oh, don't do
We
that.
won't talk about that.
That's the technicality.
Long time ago. Long time ago. I was young and wild and free. Young.
Oh, wow, I know this one.
But back to the story. And
Mark was he was in an on and off relationship.
But yeah, the question is, right? So in a relationship with a guy, say this is the situation, and a guy tries to talk to you in front of your man, what do you expect him to do?
Do you expect your man to do?
Yeah.
If another guy tries to talk to me? Well, I would hope, because my boyfriend is hothead, so I would cross my fingers and say he's not gonna do nothing.
No, not what you practically want him to do, but as
in this perfect situation, I would want my man to be like, hey, don't be trying to talk to my girl, like this is my girlfriend.
Let's hear from all
You ain't gotta be reckless.
But you don't have to be like, hey man, you don't have to like fight or nothing, like it's not that serious. But
I ain't gonna say nobody does that, but like a lot of people that I encounter or people that I know, we don't be on that stupid shit. But hey, bro, like that's my girl right there. They be like,
it should
Sean a little more censored than some of the guys that I'm the same way because I'm Jamaican.
I was about to say he's talking about himself.
I'm Jamaican, so this don't apply. There's no way for you to disrespect me in front of me and then get away with it. That's just not gonna play. Cause this is the situation, right? So there was this girl and her guy. Everywhere she'd go, she's cute, good-looking girl. She would go out, guys would hit on her. She went to this one Jamaican spot, guys would hit on her, and he wouldn't say nothing about it. Guys would even try to talk to her and be like, "Oh, my man's right here." He wouldn't, and she was saying, "My man's is right here," and he wouldn't say anything. And dude was like, "Yo, I don't care about your man. You can get whatever you want on this menu for free. I don't care about your man. Just give me a."
Oh, that's a straight up disrespect.
Yeah. Facts. And he still didn't do anything, right?
Yeah.
He still did. He was still like this man knew that me and his girl had a thing and still said nothing to me.
You had a thing with her? Or?
Yeah, like a thing with her.
So hold on.
So
here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Like, how do you feel about it? As a woman,
I have to respect you for me to be with you. If you go to the horoscope stuff, as a Gemini, you gotta have my mind.
that's our girl now. Be like,
Like that's crazy.
woman, I don't respect you. Point blank period. Like, I should not have to speak up.
Non-Geminis, how you feel about that?
I mean, it's just like the.
We not together.
That's a problem.
I would say
Yeah.
you're weak.
Yeah, that's weak.
We're not together anymore.
Exactly. You didn't even fight for that. He my new man.
Like, they got to the point he wanted her to quit her job instead of coming up to me and saying, yo, that's my girl, what's going on?
I'm petty. I'll be like, hey, yo, hey, my man, you want something off the menu too? Like,
I'm petty like that. This is our girl, right? What's good?
If I was a man,
So, in my perspective, alright, I feel like men are way more bold than women would be, alright?
Yeah.
So that's why I say my woman can't have male friends, because I know males.
do you think the man gonna try to infiltrate the relationship?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh,
wait,
yeah,
we doing that.
exactly. These men are opportunists, and they be like, oh, well,
Leave him.
yeah, you shouldn't be treated like that. Da, 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 da.
But he
And
shouldn't though.
You don't deserve that.
But the only reason why he's saying that is so now he can have you and then do the same thing the other dude was doing. So it's like a catch-22 because some guys are tricksters or slides or whatever they want to call them, but they play on the female's emotion to say, yo,
And it be so
This
deep
is
that they
this.
don't even notice it.
Yeah.
It comes out like
it's like
Like a
it's
first
butter. It's
lady.
like it's
Yeah.
all it is. It's just it's game, and he's gonna run game on your weakness. It's
That's
just
the thing too. Like, y'all women, get you a guy best friend that's real.
yeah,
Like, I am so thankful for mine because I learned game,
yeah.
and
I'm telling
it's.
you. But then that's why I say, like, you just gotta chalk it up to the game. Unfortunately, there's certain things women can do that men can't, and then there's certain things that men can do that women can't.
I'm gonna tell
Chalk it up to the game.
you like this straight up, right? So check this out. So if I'm dealing with this girl, right, and you decide that you want to have one of your guy best friends, somebody that you used to sleep with, right? Okay, bet. Go ahead. Go
y'all
ahead.
not best friends.
Yeah, that's not best friends. Y'all slept together.
Yeah, that's a
Alright.
pass. Fling.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna tell you right now. Go ahead and do that, right? Do whatever you
Now
want
he's
to do.
gonna be petty. Now he's gonna be petty.
Right, I can already
Go
tell.
ahead. Go ahead
look,
and do
Gemini.
that. But if I go and do the same thing that you just did, I don't want to hear shit out your
Nah,
mouth.
facts, because women
Oh,
be really
wait.
Wait, I feel like only if you can relate to it, because honestly, I wouldn't even feel some type of way because I can relate to the situation. Like,
Right.
again, I dealt with a man, that guy, I mean, he was my first and all, everything.
Whoa!
No, ain't no more. Cut it.
Hold
Cut
up.
it. You can't be no first.
What kind of delusion?
Well, except for my first, because it
What?
was just a bet, but that was about
What?
it.
Yeah, he was
Alright,
first.
bet. Go
Did it
ahead.
say?
Go be with your friend.
No,
Just
See,
go-
you just say that
This
you
is the
think you
thing.
should still
In
be
a
continued.
relationship.
Right.
No, I just told you, like, I've known the person since
With your
like,
first?
so
With your
The
long.
one that snatched your soul for the first time.
It ain't that deep to me, though. It's really not. And it was a long, it was 7, almost 10.
Once you have
It was
sex,
almost
that's not
10
your friend.
It was almost 10 years ago.
Point blank
I'm just saying, like,
period.
we've always
Point
been-
blank period.
I don't care if it was
Point blank
17.89 years ago when this happened.
Once
That man-
once
that
you
man
have
come back
sex,
so
that's
quick.
not your friend.
Right, because
That's
then,
not your
this
friend.
is my thing.
Cut me deep,
How
cut me
can
off.
that be your friend when you?
Because as soon
Every-
as
when
they
you-
ain't in
when
that
you come
relationship
around-
no more, he coming right
Exactly.
That is
back.
not your
Boomerang.
friend.
Because the thing is you see,
That's
I
what the
see you
trust
naked.
But he gonna try it.
No,
you might
I
not
see-
want it, but he's
That's
gonna
what-
try.
He
Try all
hasn't.
you want to. You have to be
No.
secure enough
He's still
as a
in a
like as a guy. You have to be
Ah,
secure enough to
hell.
know your girl gonna cut that shit off. That's why I'll be like, all right, hey, go ahead and do what you do.
I think
Y'all was with me till I
it
said
If
is-
you sleep with somebody, that's not
That's not your friend. That's
That's-
your
yeah.
FYB.
Right.
Wait.
Any guy
FWB.
friends that I have not slept with them. If I slept with you,
You got-
you're someone I
FWB.
slept with, and you're not
FWB.
considered a friend. Like, you're not a friend. You might be someone I'm cool with. You could be an associate, but you can't be a friend no more because I slept with you.
Exactly. I had to cut off a friend like that. Like I had a very close friend. We grew up together. Like literally since we were little kids
Oh,
in
man,
the
I'm
same
so
neighborhood,
sorry. I said a
everything.
outburst.
And yeah, boom.
I don't know.
Hey,
Our
stop
families
story
are
clocks
our families
right
are
there.
like really
We know
close.
how
So
that
It doesn't work.
we're always like
What'd you say?
family, regardless if we're together or not. So
Not with your first.
man, I
I mean, that
That
man.
is impossible.
Okay, prime example. My first was the fiance person that something happened to them and they're no longer, here. So that was my first, and we tried to be friends after. And in every one of his relationships, I was the friend that was over there.
Mm-hmm.
But
And guess what happened to those relationships? Severed. Done. They didn't work out. Because
That's-
why?
that's
You were
straight
there
fact.
in the midst.
Because they
You
just
are
didn't. chop it up to be, yo, I can call on you to be there when I'm
Exactly, but this is a
But
name
it
right
was
here.
never
This
like
is
that. We was
distance.
trying to
Like,
be
we're not
friends.
even in the same state.
I don't care if you
Oh,
like
hell,
I don't care if you
Yeah,
just saw
don't
me
get
and I'm in
intimate.
America. You
Yeah,
are
just
not
get intimate
talking to
with
this
it.
person. Cut the ties now.
There's a
Point
certain,
blank
certain,
period.
certain people,
not
right?
having that.
The reason why you
Right.
get involved
That's
with
not
certain
anything
people
that I
is
put
because
up
y'all
with.
are intimate. There's no person that you would say that are your friends that you weren't intimate with that you can say you would do things with
Again.
at the moment. Again.
Especially if it was, so you mean to tell me that you liked it the first time, but all of a sudden now that I'm in the picture, you just
Yeah.
don't like it no more? Don't
No.
wait,
That was a
no,
long
no,
time
no,
ago.
no,
That was a long time
It
ago.
don't
no,
work like
lie.
That was a long time ago. Like,
So
I tried to be
what?
friends with my, like, literally,
Man,
with
look,
my
I'm gonna
ex.
tell you as a
I would not
looper,
be into.
What happened?
But you lose sexual
looper.
like sexual
As a
attraction
looper?
to somebody.
What happens
You
when you
know.
go out and y'all start
I
talking?
think it ugly. I mean,
Right.
that's you though.
Wait, what
You
happens
don't
when y'all
go
go
back
out?
to
Y'all
that.
start talking. Y'all start talking, right? Y'all are being friends.
Aw,
You start
hell.
taking that stroll down memory lane. Memory lane got
That's
emotions
him.
in it.
Yes, it
Period.
shows.
I don't.
You
Yo,
ever seen
memory lane got
movie?
emotions.
What's
in
that
it.
Let me tell
movie
you
with
about the emotions.
And what happens
Right
when
seat,
you get caught in
front
an
passenger
emotional
seat
moment
doing
with
things
you?
y'all had
Exactly.
I'm definitely doing all of that.
Because those moments are unpredictable, and that's what people don't feel. Oh, it's not gonna happen. And you get with that
Yeah.
person,
There
and it
was the
happens.
chemistry there before. It's gonna be there later because that person ain't
That's
changed.
why I say, yo, if you my girl, you want to go have you a
The
male
whole
best
point-
friend that, you know what I'm saying, we'll
Yeah.
bet.
But the
I'ma
whole
do the
point
same
is that
shit.
You know, at the end of the
If
day,
you care
wouldn't
about
even know because
someone-
I ain't telling the nigga.
Oh, see, look.
If you care about someone, you're not gonna put them in that situation. You're not gonna put yourself in that situation because
No.
you don't know what
No,
would
I'm saying,
happen.
I
That's
wouldn't
true.
even, I wouldn't even tell
Right,
that.
you don't wanna
person.
put
I'm not gonna go
Because
back
that
in the
shit
car
was
seat, the
y'all
same
in
car
the-
seat we did things with. No, I'm just gonna avoid the car
I
seat.
wouldn't have it. I just know it would
We
not.
know this your show, but like you gotta hold this.
You gotta hold
real
this
quick.
one.
Yeah.
Cause you just don't go back. You different. You just don't go back. As a
Yeah.
looper, like I said, I've been back a couple times, and those people don't change.
That's what I'm saying.
As a looper.
I went back a couple times.
The block
Certified.
stays the same. The block
been
stays
the same block. The joint was just as
Right.
good the second time.
Exactly, and if they had a child, it might be even better. I'm just saying, you never know. People change, people's bodies changes. I'm just saying, like, you don't want to put yourself in a situation like that.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
I felt the shit out of that. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
He sure did. Cause I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, though, all in all,
I
I'm
can't-
saying,
that's what I'm saying,
like,
people.
you just never know.
You put it back
You
to
don't wanna
that
put yourself
time in
in
the
that-
day and time. Boy,
Oh man.
it don't change.
Yo, you remember that time we was at the woo woo doing
Yeah.
this?
Now,
Oh my
now
God.
y'all,
Right,
now y'all
exactly.
laughing.
Remember that time I tripped and fell?
Shoot, I'm
Let
telling
me
you.
all
trip
the
and fall
things.
again.
Mhm.
I lose sexual attraction to a male, and there's just no way that I see it happen.
You,
again.
but it takes two. So
It's hard for me to even think on the other side to say that there's anything wrong with that because it's like I can relate to it. Y'all just
Yeah.
completely cut it off.
Nah,
Like,
I
oh, they
shut
got
that
it
down.
I'm
Yes,
cutting it
shut
off 'cause
down.
I don't care.
shut down the operation.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
if your man had a woman that was his best friend
From high
now,
school, let's just
but
say.
he actually
And they
dated
dated,
her
yep,
and
high
they
school
were in
sweethearts.
love and they were each other's first and now they're still friends, you will be okay with them hanging out by themselves.
Without telling you first.
I mean, I would definitely know, but I mean, yeah, honestly, I wouldn't care if I trust him. Like, I really.
There's not any
See,
amount of
you
trust
messed up
in the
because you don't
world.
trust these ninjas. You don't trust
Not
them.
even that.
So you
Not
gotta
even
trust
that.
the
You
ninjas.
gotta trust this thing.
You
When
wouldn't know it's
let-
gonna be real
when you-
awkward. Say you get married one day and then she gotta come to the wedding. How that's
Oh,
gonna look?
That's right, cause she now best women best friend.
You're not invited.
That's
That's
not
right.
Okay, so we gotta think that far deep. Like, would you
Yes,
invite this person
because
to
you're
the
dating
wedding
to
type shit?
marry. You date to
Man,
marry,
look.
so of course you gotta think.
Well, no,
that
I'm talking
far.
as far as like the friend part. If it's
Oh,
just
okay.
me, like.
There's girls that I know right now that my wife will never let me talk to because she know there was some kind of connection. How she know? I don't know because I didn't even see it. And she just was like, "Nope, you can't talk to her." It started a whole fight for no reason. I'm like, "Who? I ain't even talked to the girl in years." Nah, she posted something. So why you still following her? Like, well, I didn't even look at it.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying that there's
Is
things.
that why you start watching my stories?
Hell no.
Social media. Social media.
First of all I be like is like, oh, I'm going over here with the woo woo woo, and that's it.
Social
That's
media
it.
is a whole other thing too.
Yeah,
Gotta
I
be
know.
sensitive about
I
my
understand.
opinions.
I just
like I
can't.
said,
I
you
can't
just
say
Yeah, you already know. You hurt my feelings, dog. I thought we was besties. I thought we was rolling.
Look,
And then I just
look.
pop
He
up.
said,
And the thing is, I don't hear from you. I hear from
Dang.
I hear from someone that should not even know.
Who should know?
Oh, we gotta stop recording. Stop it. I'm telling you the best.
Oh, stop this one? Or all
I'm
of
trying
them?
to stop the cameras.
All of
It's
them.
about to get real. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna
Like, this is sidebar conversation.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
like
yeah.
a countertop conversation.
What you said?
A countertop conversation.
Countertop conversation?
I think we hit all the points
Yes,
Okay.
on the relationships slash dating topics.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So,
Moral of the story, spin the block a little bit more. You never know.
Spin the block a little more, you might run into a Mercedes.
Everybody likes leftovers, son.
He said,
Stupid.
Right?
Shut up.
if you can hit it, get it in.
I'm just saying. Don't hit it and quit it. That's just bad business.
I already tried to say when
Bad
you know it's
If it wasn't
reliable.
good,
That's all
I mean, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? You just leave it a 1 star on Yelp and just keep it moving.
wow.
we want to thank Sean for dropping in to team up with Mark
You know what I'm
here
saying?
on
Appreciate you.
different
I wasn't
perspectives.
gonna gang up on my brother and shit like I would.
So y'all can just let us know who actually won
Damn.
this topic
Oh,
conversation.
who
I had no. Oh, this was a.
Whose side
she
you
didn't
on?
even tell me this was like a whole us versus them kind of thing.
I mean, it's always.
You had to come
I'm
in.
just saying, it's always a man versus woman type of thing.
I feel like we were all on the same type of level. Again, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we want to thank our special celebrity guest, Big Shawnee. And remember, nobody's safe.